In this video, we will solve 5 differentiation examples by using the chain rule. So what is the chain rule? Chain rule is a formula to find the derivative of a composite function. It tells us to differentiate the outer function first, then multiply by the derivative of the inner function. So let's solve the first example. We want to find the derivative of this function. At first, we identify the inner and outer function. The part that contains the variable x is usually the inner function. So the outer function is u to the 4th power, and the inner function is 3x squared plus 5. We first differentiate the outer function u to the 4th, then multiply by the derivative of the inner function. So the answer is 4u to the 3rd power times derivative of the inner function 6x. We simplify this and the final answer is 24x times 3x squared plus 5 to the 3rd power. So this is the final answer. Like the previous example, we first identify the inner and outer function. The outer function is f of u is sine of u, and the inner function u is 2x cubed minus x. So what is the derivative of this function? First, we differentiate the sine function, cosine of u, and then multiply by the derivative of the inner function. Multiply by the derivative of the inner function 6x squared minus 1. And we know that u is 2x cubed minus x, so we can write this like 2x cubed minus x times 6 squared minus 1. So this is the final answer. Now pause the video and try to solve it yourself, then check your answer. We want to find the derivative of the natural log of 7x to the 4th plus 3. At first, we write the inner and outer function. The outer function, f of u is a natural log of u. And the inner function u is 7x to the 4th plus 3. So we want to find the derivative of this function, f of x. So differentiate the natural log function first, 1 over 7x to the 4th plus 3, and then multiply by the inner function or the inner polynomial, 28x to the 3rd power, and also we can write it as 28x to the 3rd power divided by 7x to the 4th plus 3. So this is the final answer. In this example, we have an exponential function and we want to find the derivative of an exponential function. So which part is inner and outer function? The inner function is u and is 5x squared plus 1. And the outer function, f of u, is e to the u. The derivative of the exponential function is the exponential itself, like e to the u, and multiply by the derivative of the exponent, 10x. So the final answer is e to the 5x squared plus 1 times 10x. And the last example, what is the derivative of this function? So which part is inner function? The inner function is 4x squared plus 1. And which part is outer function? F of u is cosine of u. And we want to find the derivative of this function. First, we differentiate the outer function, like f of u, it's minus sine of u, then multiply by the derivative of inner function times 8x. We simplify this and we have minus sine of 4x squared plus 1 times 8x. So this is the final answer.